Hey PUMC, I'm Katie. I'm the missions coordinator here, and I am at Family Promise. Family Promise is a nonprofit organization that provides housing and food for homeless families. So people in this program, it's a 90-day program. They can come and stay in various churches, provide meals for them a few times a week, and it just gives them a place to stay and get back on their feet while they pay off debt and look for work if they do not already have a job. Some of the requirements of this program are that they have to have children and they have to pass a background check and a drug test. I think when we think of homelessness, there is a very common stereotype that it is the beggar on a street corner, when in reality, homelessness is a lot more prevalent than we realize. There are tons of families in Houston County that are living in motels. They're living in their cars. It could be your children's friends from school. It could be your coworker. Like, you never know what people are dealing with in their personal lives. We are at Grace Village. If you don't know where that is, you would come down 41 South past Westfield and look for the Family Promise sign. It'll be on your right. You would come in the middle gate that is open, and you would come around and pull up to building A, and that is where meal times happen. So our role in a host week is to provide dinners and dinner hosts. So this could be, in the past, we've had people who have made dinner and dropped it off, and we would have different volunteers come and stay and eat with the families. Or it can be the same person that does all of it, but we have to have 2 volunteers per shift that come and eat a meal that we provide with the families in the program. So we as a church, we have 3 host weeks per year typically with Family Promise, and we provide dinner 3 nights each host week. So we're talking about 9 dinners a year that we are responsible for as a church. And we need volunteers to make that happen. If you're asking yourself why you should be involved, I would say the most obvious answer is because the Bible tells us to. Matthew 25 tells us to care for the least of these, and that when we do so, we are caring for Jesus. But even beyond that, I would say, why wouldn't you? Because it is such a simple, easy act of service. It requires an hour of your time of being here and eating a meal with families in the program. You have to eat anyways, so why not come hang out with some families and build some new relationships? We have seen, through relationships with Family Promise guests and our volunteers, we've seen employment opportunities happen. We've had former Family Promise guests come back as volunteers. So you just never know what could happen or who you might meet. We had, not too long ago, we had a Family Promise guest tell the Family Promise director that 2 of our volunteers who had come to provide dinner that night showed her the love of God for the first time in a very long time. And that's what this is all about. We want people to experience the love of Jesus. So all that to say, we will have a Family Promise volunteer training, which is required for you to volunteer, in our fellowship hall on Sunday, February 25th at 10 a.m. with the Family Promise director. If you have any questions about it, please come and talk to me. I would love to share more, and we would love to see you at the volunteer training.